lifetimes over and 1 million more tires to bust.
That's how I used to tell that to all my rookies. You never know the impact you're going to have on a life. So live your life like you're going to have that impact.
We used to joke that if we won a lottery, we would come back and pay people's parking.
Well, I've been in policing for 12 years now, and nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
Hi there, welcome to The Global Good. I'm your host, Shelley Steeves, bringing you good news, inspiring stories from right across the country. Now this week we feature a used tire shop owner with a hidden talent, a memorable story about a stolen wedding dress, and a family paying it forward for cancer patients. But first up, the inspiring story of a former police officer who took a devastating loss and turned it into something positive. Jill Croteau has the story.
8 months ago, he faced a psychological blow, news that meant normal would never be quite normal again.
I did things a certain way for 54, almost 55 years, but now it's changed.
As a type 2 diabetic, Ward Steen suffered a severe infection. Doctors told him he was going to lose both legs.
The best chance for a normal life is to have bilateral below-the-knee amputations. And I said, okay, let's do that. So, you're okay. I said, look, you're telling me my life is in danger if I don't. I choose to continue my life.
Walk?
I'd love to walk.
For Ward, there was no choice. He never even considered living in despair. Waking up after surgery as a double amputee, he found hope.
I woke up from that feeling exhilarated. I can't explain why. My mind reminded me, yeah, but you're alive. And you keep doing these positive things for your kids, your family, and your friends.
It was his former career as a cop that helped him find a way to adapt to his new reality.
As a police officer, you have to go into difficult situations all the time and fix a problem.
Ward's outlook is contagious, and it's been pivotal in his recovery.
It's been a really good thing to have him around, and I think even our patients he's been interacting with have appreciated the positivity and just camaraderie.
Although his optimism comes naturally, he's almost hardwired to look at the bright side. He does it with intention.
That's how I used to tell that to all my rookies. You never know the impact you're going to have on a life. So live your life like you're going to have that impact.
Next, we head off to Kelowna, where a used tire shop owner took a break from changing treads to show off his hidden talent to one of his customers, who just so happened to be an LA industry music executive. Could it be that Jason Bandera is Canada's next big thing?
I wanna be punched in love by morning. I want to be punched in love by noon.
2 lifetimes over and 1 million more tires to bust if I didn't get the opportunity that Randy gave to me.
I'm, recording artist manager from the 80s. Yes, signed 3 major recording artist deals. We did win a Juno in '87. This guy, this wonderful young guy, is talking to my ex-wife and talking her out of buying the tires. So anyway, we get chatting. He says to me, "Your name's Lennon. Are you related to John Lennon?" And I go, "Yeah." And my ex-wife goes, "Yeah, and he used to be a recording artist manager." And I'm like, here we go. Little did I know, he stops everything in the tire shop. He's got customers. He's the only guy working, and he walks over to this piano right here and says, "Hey, just listen to this."
And if you want my love, don't you break my heart. No matter what you say, I will peruse. I love you, I really do.
And I'm just so excited because all I've ever yearned for was just have credibility, just the credibility factor. Randy's helped me get that, and now it's me to prove every day that this is something I'm supposed to do, meant to do, and belong to be doing it.
This is the next big artist to come out of all of Canada, believe me, and it's coming right out of Kelowna.
I love you, I do.
Next, we jet off to Saskatoon, where a woman and her children are paying it forward by paying for the parking of cancer patients heading to the clinic, and they're doing it in honor of a lost loved one. Mandy Vogt has the story.
For patients going in for cancer treatment, finding a parking spot can be an unexpected frustration. The Zulak family is giving patients at the Saskatoon Cancer Centre one less thing to worry about.
The looks of surprise and the gratitude people are showing us over the paying of their parking has been very rewarding.
This isn't the first time the Zulaks have been to the Cancer Centre. In 1996, Terry Zulak was diagnosed with melanoma. When they would drive in from Wynyard, he and his wife Lana dreamed about paying it forward.
We used to joke that if we won a lottery, we would come back and pay people's parking. We didn't quite win the lottery because he passed away in December.
Thursday would have been Terry's 54th birthday, so the Zulaks wanted to do something to celebrate his life. After treatments, people usually just want to go home. And like Terry noticed, paying for parking afterward can be tedious. Not paying for parking can make a tough day a little easier.
I heard a few people say, "You made my day," so yeah, it's definitely a great thing for the patients.
After all, it's for the global good. To Vancouver now, where a couple was recently devastated after someone swiped the bride's wedding dress right from their car. Catherine Urquhart now has the remarkable story of the recovered memento.
On the gritty streets of the downtown east side, Constables Lee Martin and Jaspreet Gill have seen it all, or at least they thought they had.
Well, I've been in policing for 12 years now, and nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
The two were approached by newlyweds, desperate for help.
Immediately I was hoping that absolutely, I really hope I would be the one to actually track it down.
Matt and Mary Ann were beside themselves after her $5,000 wedding dress was stolen from their car, which is parked in the neighborhood on Friday night.
All I could think about was like, I'm never gonna get that dress back, the memories I lost, and it was gut-wrenching.
They decided to launch their own search for the dress.
Let's go down to Hastings and at least attempt to look.
It was soon after arriving that they told officers Martin and Gill about the stolen dress. Then something unbelievable happened.
I took 5 steps forward, and within 5 steps, a guy pops out of nowhere and walks right past us.
I think that's the box, and he looks back at the cops and he's like, I think that's it. And they're like, no way. Like their face was like, everyone was shocked.
Police quickly made an arrest and retrieved the dress.
Yeah.
This has definitely got me out of the doghouse.
You know, I joined this job for the variety and something new every day, and this is exactly why we love policing. It's stuff like this, and it just makes your day.
Well, that's all for this edition of The Global Good. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to Global's YouTube channel so you can take in other episodes featuring good news stories from right across the country. And don't forget, click that share button and help us share some smiles. After all, it's for the global good. Keep smiling.